In this video, I basically just want to go through a thread that I made over on Twitter. The thread is quite simple because basically I came across a few people saying that this game, Solo Leveling Arise, will not stand the test of time. Well, I disagree with that, as you can see with the tweet. And the reason I disagree is because of the 5 following reasons. And basically, I just gave 5 reasons throughout the thread. And let's just go through them and then we'll discuss it as we go along. In no particular order. One of the reasons why I think the game will age well and will continue to do well is the fact that Netmarble already has plans of expansion, you might say. Plans of expansion. That's what they have. We can call it that. What I mean by that is, the game is coming to console and Steam. That, in itself, is going to be huge for the game. The game is already making tons of money. This will just up that number, even though the number doesn't even need to be upped. With these plans of expansion, the game will make even more money, and it's already making tons of money, more than 100 million. This will just send that number even higher, which is crazy to say, considering how high their numbers are already. Over 100 million, based on what I've heard. The game is making a lot of money. It's incredible. It truly is. So fair play to Netmarble. They have found their #1 game where they are making a lot of money. This is merely one of the reasons why I think the game will age well. I've got 4 more reasons to go through, and actually, let's just get straight into them. Here's another one of the things, which is that the game, because a lot of people are saying that there's not a lot of characters in solo leveling in general, so there's not that many characters they can make. The counter argument, there's plenty of counter arguments to that. Number one, the one that I made here. There's a lot of original stuff coming to the game, such as Maylene Fisher. And plus, characters like Maylene Fisher and Alicia, a lot of these original characters can get like multiple iterations. So for example, with Alicia, they could say that the unit that we already got is her base form, but then she's also got some kind of transformation, which they could easily do. Now, to be honest, I'm not asking for that. I would way prefer male OC characters, and then those male OC characters can have like sick transformations, something along the lines of Thomas Andre Total. But with my own personal biases aside, like they could easily give like these characters, the ones that we already have, the OCs, multiple transformations, and plus Thomas and characters like that, they have their own transformations. So they can do those characters multiple times in different forms, in their base form, in their transformed state. So there's a lot of things that solo leveling could do, that this game could do to really elongate its lifespan. And it really wouldn't even be that difficult. It really wouldn't, in my opinion. So this is one of the other reasons why I think the game will age well. Because okay, I am struggling with words right now. Don't mind me. Let me say that one more time. I forgot what I was even saying. What I was saying is this. Where was I? I've completely lost myself. My train of thought has completely gone. I don't know where it went. But basically, the point that I'm making is, each character that comes, they can have like multiple iterations, and that's one of the reasons why there's not any need to worry. There's not any need for concern. The game is not in a place where we need to worry about the fact that we're running out of characters, and I don't think we'll get to that point in a long time, if ever, to be fair, because the game can just be smart and just do smart things. But let's move on. The next thing is this: the game is making a lot of money, so that would give the devs, the developers of the game, an incentive to keep providing the best content, and we've seen them doing that. The devs are really taking into account like the criticisms of the player base, and they are making the game better. They're already doing that, and they will continue to do that, given the fact that they are making so much money from the game. Because if they don't do that, they're going to lose players, and if they lose players, they lose money. So it would be dumb for them not to really improve the game, which they are improving the game as time goes on. They are they are making very good improvements. For example, with the gates, they've already improved them. The rewards and everything with the gold and whatnot. That the devs are listening to the player base, and that is one of the many reasons why the game has a lot of potential to continue to keep doing well. It's as simple as that, really. And again, this one is linked to one of the other points that I made. This one over here, this point over here is that they can redo characters. So for example, we already have Char. In like 2 years from now, they could give another Char, because the Char that we currently have, even though she is the best unit in the game right now, that won't be forever. And 2 years down the line, she's going to be fodder. And in that case, they could give us a brand new Char. Like, it's really as simple as that. And plus, on top of that, they can do transformations. So for example, we already have Beck in the game, and we also have his transformation, which is Silver Main Beck. So they could just keep doing things like that, and that would really help spread out, what's the term that I'm looking for? I'm trying to sound clever, but basically that would help make the game be able to last longer, is the point that I'm trying to make. I was trying to think of a smarter way to say that, but I couldn't, so I just said it like that. Anyway, the final reason why I think the game will definitely age well is that the game is free to play friendly. I mean, just look at Dokkan. Dokkan is one of the most free to play friendly gacha games out there. And that game has gone on for 10 bloody years. 10 bloody years. And it's arguably the most free to play friendly gacha, not the most, but one of the most free to play gacha games out there. And it's done so well. The reason it does so well is because it keeps free to play players in the game. And the reason that's a good thing is because then a percentage of those free to play players will eventually start spending on the game. That was me in Dokkan. It took me years before I started spending in Dokkan, and then eventually I started spending. The reason I stayed in the game is because it was extremely free to play friendly, and then eventually I was like, do you know what? I've been playing this game for so long, I'll put some money into it, which is what I did, and which is why it's smart to be free to play friendly, because it keeps those players in the game, and then eventually a percentage of those players will start spending. Not all of them, maybe even not most of them, but some of them, a small percentage, will start spending, and that will make the game make a lot of money in the long run. It's really as simple as that. I feel like this is one of the most important things the game can do, in my opinion, in order to make money in the long run and keep the game's lifespan. Keep the game going for a long time, basically. I was trying to sound clever again, it didn't work. I'm not clever, I should stop trying to sound clever, because I'm just not. Anyway, those are basically the 5 reasons why I think this game will age well, because of basically all the reasons that I've given. It's coming to console and Steam, which is huge, by the way. It's coming, like, it's got a lot of original stuff, which is huge. It's making a lot of money, so and the devs are really improving the game, which will keep players in the game if they keep listening and improving the game. And then they could redo characters eventually, and then give their transformations, so multiple iterations of the same character. So like, for example, like I said, we get Beck, we get SM Beck, we get Thomas, we get his transformation, we get this character, we get his transformation, and so on and so forth. And then also, lastly, but honestly, most importantly, the game is free to play friendly. Now, to be fair, the game might not be free to play friendly for long. We don't know that. I can't predict the future, but as of right now, it is free to play friendly, and that is going to contribute to the success of the game for the reasons that I've given, for the reasons that you can read right there. And honestly, I feel like I've gone through 5 pretty damn good reasons why this game will continue to age well. Not to mention one other thing, which is that I've heard rumours, I don't even know if it's true, but I think it is true, that honestly I might add that to the thread, which is that the manhwa might get a continuation, which would be hugely beneficial to this game, simply because there's more stuff to do in the game, there's more stuff to add, there's more content to work with. But the thing with the continuation, if it does get one, I think it's going to focus on, like, in the future, when he's had a kid, and it's going to focus on his kid or something like that, which I don't want that. I want it to continue to focus on this guy over here, the main guy, Sun Jin-woo. That would be significantly better. But if it does focus on the kid, like, that is still good for the game, because it's just more content to deal with. By the way, I don't even know if he has a kid, but I think he's going to have a kid in the future, probably. I don't know. I won't say too much because I don't want to spoil it, but I'm an anime only anyway, so that's not much that I know. But but in the future he has a kid probably, and then the next mom was gonna focus on that or something along those lines. I don't really know, but either way, the point that I'm making is this game has got a bright future ahead of it. As long as the developers are smart with it, this game will age like fine wine. It could go on for a very long time. I'm talking minimum 5 years, maybe even longer, ideally. We'll see what happens. With that said, let's do a quick subscriber challenge. If you guys agree that this game, Solo Leveling Arise, is going to age like fine wine, then you have to subscribe, because that is the challenge. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then do subscribe, especially if you just failed that challenge, because that is indeed the challenge. Also, do leave a like and comment, because those things do help out. With that said, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Ta-ta, adios, and bye-bye.